হ্যালো গাইস, ওয়েলকাম টু লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং। আজকের টার্গেট ডিভিশন 1। দেখা যাক যেতে পারি কিনা। যারা যারা লাইভে আসছেন সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেন, লাইক করে দেন। আজকে ইনশাল্লাহ যাবো ডিভিশন 1-এ। দেখি চেষ্টা করে। লাক ভালো জিতেছে না, কালকে থেকে লাক ভালো জিতেছে না। সতেরোশো 38, তাও 10 লাখের উপরে। Let's go. অনেক ঠান্ডা।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
He's looking wide. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Rashford. Oh, he's onto this. There's no flag. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Barcelona have it back and can go again.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cantona. Yamal. Now Otto. Looking for the run. Yamal. Looking to go deep. There's the header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Ronaldinho.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Borussia Dortmund are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Robertson.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase.
It's Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Ibrahimovic. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And this is Pele! And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that was very necessary. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. And the counter is on. And it's Zico. That's a shade optimistic. Rashford, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Now for information on our shuttle bus service.
So, off we go once more.
Borussia Dortmund are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he thumps it clear. Aims beyond the defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have got...
Chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Dembele! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Robertson. Tries to pass it through, and he's intervened well there. Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? Ibrahimovic! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
No, that's been intercepted. Pelé, really fierce, close defending. And it's Rashford. Rashford going full tilt down the left. Howson is there, and he can get that clear. Probing pass. Cannavaro gets over and intercept. Ah, he's given it away. Look at the space. Takes a shot! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's a throw. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's taking no chances there.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pelé.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that's another good win of the ball. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. All hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short. Robertson. And he's managed to get rid. And that is that. Borussia Dortmund have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Pelé voted man of the match, and deservedly
Please turn
so.
your attention to the screen for...
বেশিক্ষণ করতে পারবেন লাইভ স্ট্রিম ফোন হিট হইতেছে যারা যারা দেখতেছেন সবাই সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিয়েন মিশন ফেল ভাই। এই প্রবলেমটা হচ্ছে, কালকেও 70, হ্যাঁ 70-এ ছিলাম, 17-70, মানে 2 ম্যাচ গেমের থেকে পেয়েছি। বের করে 28, 28, 56 মাইনাস দিয়ে দিছি।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
No luck with that dink over the top. And the counter is on. And nicely intercepted. And this is Shevchenko. Played out wide. Oh, that's ambitious. And that is doing no harm at all.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Lampard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he's not getting past him there. Pele. Triol does really well to win the ball there. Bale. That has not gone well. Defending of the desperate variety. Bale is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Bale. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pele! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 24 minutes is number 9, Pele! Pele! Pele!
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cannavaro with the clearance. That's really well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's rather hopeful. Zico picks it up out wide. Neither. It's Zico! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh, that's a key interception. Trion cuts it out. Neymar.
Borussia Dortmund really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Forlan. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cleared without complication. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Time.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Bale. And there's the end of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Borussia Dortmund leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's a searching pass. That's been cut out, well played. And he can clear it away. Forlan. Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. Maicon is there to clear and claimed it back swiftly. Borussia Dortmund are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to pass it through. And it's Bale. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Bale, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pele! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Zico, well, he's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Zico is offering a right smile there.
Michael. Van Bouten promptly onto that, and that is that. It's a pretty loose pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cannavaro. That's really well manoeuvred.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's a cute ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Borussia Dortmund really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
No, that's been intercepted. Neymar. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Pele claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
আরে 18 দিছে মাইনাস হইলে দিবি 30 প্লিজ কোন এখন স্ক্রিপ্ট করিস না দুইটা ম্যাচ আছে জিতি ওয়ানে যাই কত খারাপ অবরে নেই
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders...
Real chance! Oh, it's come loose. Howson gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that's nice. And this is Gerrard. Lovely, now then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good ball, Gerrard. Now it's Pele.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's gone looking for safety. Cruyff, probing pass, and he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Raul in the hunt and looking threatening. Still goalless. Now it's Torres. Rodri clears. Bellingham.
Bangladesh really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Fernando Torres. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Haaland. Cannavaro gets it clear. Pele. And here's Torres. Haaland. That has been knocked clear. And we have our very first corner. Gerrard plays it short, chooses to go back. He's having a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Pele. Now it's Zico. Looking to play him in. And this is Zico.
There will
Shot,
be 1 minute
surely!
added time.
There is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Bellingham. Number 7, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field, number 17, De Bruyne. Number 21, Mbappe. Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's put paid to a promising move. Cannavaro with the clearance. Adams. Borussia Dortmund do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Big chance, corner. Corner number 2 then. Played in deep, and he's taking no chances there. Shevchenko, and still we await the first breakthrough. Pele looking to run onto it. And that was nowhere near his best. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Out towards the flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Baresi makes the interception. 75 minutes played. Rijkaard gets good distance on it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Great chance! Shevchenko! This guy is class! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Erling Haaland.
So, time for changes
Number
on
18,
both sides, actually.
Raúl.
So the
Number
first
8,
moment of real
Gerrard.
significance.
What a great time to score, but it does...
Chance for a shot!
Robert Lewandowski.
And now they can
Number
clear their
10,
lines.
Neymar. Number 22, Kukçu. Substitution.
Borussia Dortmund still ahead by the game's only goal. And it's Neymar.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into... Tries a shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. No, again there's no way through. So that's it, it is all over. Borussia Dortmund have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically.
এটাই লাস্ট ম্যাচ ওয়ান উঠবো নাইলে অফ করে দেব লাস্ট ম্যাচ তো হাই কাট মানে 8 লাখ ডিভিশন তো ঠিক আছে ও একদম কাছাকাছি আছে 8 লাখে যেহেতু 1700 1700
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Shevchenko, and the pass is intercepted. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Neymar. And he's had a hit!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Look at the space here. Oh, there's the shot! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's nice. Zico. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. There they go, hunting in packs. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Borussia Dortmund grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly
There
the
will
kind
be
of
1 minute
contest
at
you'd
a
expect
time.
when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Borussia Dortmund will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser, so this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Neymar. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rijkaard. Passes short and sharp.
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Batistuta. Neymar, he's on it, can he get away? He's having a shot! He scores! And they've got their lead back. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's heaved it away. Quality ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Neymar. In again. Casillas claims it. Safe hands.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Batistuta. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Cannavaro cuts it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitutions taking place.
Pickford.
2 added minutes has been
Alexander
indicated.
Arnold. And we're done. Borussia Dortmund can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short.
ওকে, আজকে এই পর্যন্তই, আর কালকে দেখা হবে ইনশাআল্লাহ।